What if finance wasn't all about suits and spreadsheets, but, well, about this? Today, we're going to decode Dadabank, a project that explains its entire philosophy through the lens of a completely wild 1990s cartoon. It sounds kind of crazy, I know, but trust me, it tells us everything we need to know about a pretty radical new vision for money.
Right off the bat, the mission is crystal clear. Own your chaos. This is not about orderly, boring spreadsheets. No way. It's a call to embrace that rebellious spirit, to harness some creative energy, and to take back control of a system that, let's be honest, often feels like it's designed to control you.
So how do we even begin to unpack an idea this big? Well, we do it by breaking down the cartoon scene at the very heart of the project. This isn't just some silly animation. It's basically a manifesto disguised as entertainment. So let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, the whole vibe. Choosing a 90s cartoon style isn't just a quirky gimmick. It's a mission statement. This is all about channeling a very, very specific kind of energy, pure nostalgic anarchy.
I want you to really picture it. You wake up early, pour a massive bowl of sugary cereal, and you're just glued to the TV for hours of pure chaotic fun. That's the exact feeling Dadabank is tapping into here.
We're talking about a visual style that is deliberately and beautifully imperfect. You know, the lines are all wobbly, not some clean vector art. The colors are flat and bold, no smooth gradients. It's just got this raw, human, hand-drawn energy all over it.
And the source material gets even more specific, which I love. It's not just any cartoon. They say it's Ren and Stimpy meets Animaniacs. That single reference tells you everything you need to know about the energy here. It's surreal, it's irreverent, maybe even a little gross, and it is brilliantly self-aware. It all just adds up to this perfect nostalgia bomb. You've got those classic squash and stretch expressions, the rubbery, bouncy animation, those big pow sound effects and bubble letters, and even that grainy kind of VHS texture, all wrapped up in that super vibrant 90s color palette.
All right, so we've set the stage. We know what it looks and feels like. Now let's meet the players. Because every great cartoon needs that classic showdown, right? The hero versus the monster.
So on one side, we've got our hero, this punk kid, the total embodiment of that grassroots DIY energy, screaming, "Time to reboot the bank!" He's the user, taking back control. And on the other side, our villain, a giant, monstrous wallet with dollar signs for eyes and these clumsy arms made of tangled-up cables. I mean, what a perfect metaphor for the old legacy financial system. It's bulky, it's greedy, and it's totally restrictive.
And get this, the monster isn't just some mindless beast. It has a very clear and very modern motivation that it literally roars out loud. It wants one thing: centralized surveillance. It wants to see everything and control everything.
So what does that really mean in this cartoon world? Well, it's the idea of one big central power, a bank, a government, a tech company, watching every single transaction. And the monster trying to physically grab the hero's stuff is just the most direct, simple way to visualize that kind of abstract threat.
But our hero is ready for a fight. He's not just mashing on his keyboard, he has an entire arsenal of tools, or, power-ups, to defend his system and fight back against that big ol' monster.
This is just fantastic. The tech is explained like you're collecting items in a video game. First, the brain. It's a simple little Raspberry Pi, the decentralized heart of the whole thing. Then, the shield. It's labeled ZK Proofs, which is a real privacy technology, but here it's shown as this magic barrier that deflects the monster with sparkly math. So cool. The network isn't some boring server farm, it's a bunch of happy little computers in people's homes. And finally, the reward for being part of the network is shiny gold Dada coins. It just makes all this complex tech instantly understandable and fun.
So, okay, the hero wins, the network is safe, and these gold coins are raining down from the sky. But what's the actual point of it all? What are these coins even for? This is where the story takes its weirdest and maybe its most interesting turn.
Yeah, this is the question that unlocks the whole purpose of Dadabank. Because unlike a traditional currency, the goal here isn't to hoard these coins or just watch their value go up. Nope, their purpose is something else entirely.
Just look at this bizarre life cycle. A coin is created by the network. Then, at some totally random moment, it just, poof, it explodes into confetti. It literally self-destructs. And out of that colorful explosion, a tiny little clown gets shot into the sky.
And this is the punchline. This is the whole point. That little clown is holding a sign that says Cultural Grant Winner. The entire chaotic, bonkers financial process is designed for this one single, absurd, and kinda wonderful moment.
So there it is. The whole purpose of this anarchic system is to create a self-funding machine for art and culture. It uses financial tech, not for profit, but to generate random, unpredictable grants for creators. The chaos isn't a bug, it's the main feature.
All right, let's bring this all home. This entire cartoon showdown, the punk kid, the wallet monster, the power-ups, the exploding coins, it all points to a single, pretty radical idea about what money can actually be.
And really, this final tagline from the project just captures the spirit of it all perfectly. It's an invitation to step away from the super serious, often rigid world of traditional finance and embrace something more playful, more creative, and just fundamentally weird.
So, after breaking down this whole cartoon, we're left with a really fascinating question, aren't we? Is this just a clever art project? Or could playful, purposeful chaos actually be a part of the future of finance? A future that might value creativity and randomness just as much as it values profit? It's something to think about.